Good afternoon. This is Conrad Schubach, and this is my presentation on social media in business. Purpose. The purpose of my proposal project is to inform all types of business professional and business interested people about the importance of having a social media presence for a business and the impact it can have. Social media is used by over 2.46 billion people worldwide today and will continue to grow. As you can clearly see with using social media, that social media has turned away from just being all inclusive about the person and the friends they know, but also turning into an interest page where you can see other interests that people have around you or the community that you live in, and you can look to see other businesses and other events that are happening next to you, and social media has become more involved than just a personal story. And then with that personal story, I chose this topic because my dad has owned a small retail store in Oakland for the past 30 years, and then he just started using social media. And the moment, I want to say 2 or 3 days later, after using social media and just making our presence known for his store, it was just we saw our sales grow, and we saw customer feedback either on the social media page of people like, oh, I thought your store was closed, I still remember your dad, da, 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 da. And it's really made a very interesting story. It's really made an interesting impact on my dad's business. The audience. The intended audience for my proposal are future business owners, current business owners, public relations teams, and curious readers. My research methods: peer-reviewed papers, online business articles, social media sites, and questionnaires presented to local business owners. So I created the questionnaires and distributed them to local businesses, business owners specifically, and gathered data firsthand. My findings, research findings. Based on many peer-reviewed papers, using social media as a way to promote products/services is a necessary business approach in today's business norm. Social media is used by 70% of Americans and use multiple social media platforms, and the various social media sites reach out to consumers better than others. So what I found was a lot of businesses will have Facebook is the most used social media site in America, but you also have your runners-up in Twitter, Instagram, and a lot of the reviews or the peer-reviewed papers that I read stated it's not the best tactic to have your presence in every single form of social media, but the specific social media that will reach more people or reach more of the targeted people that you're trying to influence or tell them about your product or service. My research findings from my questionnaire. Almost all of small local businesses use many different forms of social media for their business. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter being the most used for business, though the level of use, response, updates, etc. is varied by age and cultural upbringing. Now, this was kind of an interesting thing that I found out, was that the older the person was, the less likely that they were to respond or keep up, so to speak, on their social media page for the business. It was the younger people, 20s to 30s to 40s, that were more willing in engaging on their sites to the consumers. And then on top of that, with the cultural upbringing, a lot of Americans that were born of a different country, that social media is kind of a new thing for them, or it's not really culturally appropriate for them to use back in their home country, don't use it as much. But for the most part, most majority of all of the local businesses around here that I gave my questionnaire to, they do have some form of a social media site for their business. And then, as you can see here, 90% of the people that I questioned, I had over 50 samples of local businesses that I went to, 90% said that they did use social media, and only 10% said they didn't. And then this is just a breakdown of all of the different social media sites that they were used. Obviously, it is not going to equal 100% because some businesses use multiple platforms. Facebook and Instagram were the most used, followed by Twitter and then Snapchat. Then here are my various references. And my references continued. And that is my last slide. Thank you very much, and have a great day.